Hi, I'm Jaden Diana, and today I am going to share with you a book titled Crossing the Chasm, 3rd edition by Geoffrey A. The book primarily focuses on topics such as the technology adoption life cycle, as you can see here. The curve is divided into cracks, and the biggest one is called the chasm. Each section of these cracks represent the behavioral response of customers to new technologies or products in the market. These behaviors are then classified into two types of innovation according to Moore. The first one is the disruptive innovation, and the second one is the sustaining innovation. Disruptive innovation, also known as discontinuous innovation, can be best described as abrupt changes in the customer's perspective in order to adapt to new technologies offered by product sellers. Whereas sustaining or continuous innovation means that a customer does not necessarily need to change his or her behavior with regard to using the product. These types of innovation apply to each crack of the bell curve, and the first type of demographic in the curve is the innovators. These are people who love trying out new products and would not hesitate to be the first in line if ever there are new technologies available in the market. Some could say these people are enthusiasts given how they respond to new technology. The second group is the early adopters who are interested and could easily grasp the value proposition of the product that businesses are trying to offer. They are often called visionaries. So remember that gap in the bell curve? Now, the next demographic is the early majority, and here we can see the gap between the early adopters and the early majority. The early majority are those people who would wait for other people to try the technology first before trying it out themselves. They may be skeptical at first but would eventually try out the product if it becomes known within their peers. The next group is the late majority. These are people who are not confident that they would know how to use the new technologies and wait until the majority of the people that they know have tried using the product or have highly recommended it to them. Lastly are the laggards, which are the group of people who refuse to try new technologies despite the fact that everyone is already using it. These types of customers are very hard to convince since they would refuse most of the time. Given these types of customers, you may ask what should a business do in order to get customers to buy their products, especially those who are in the late majority and laggards category. To be able to overcome these cracks, businesses must know how to market their whole product. This is called the whole product concept, and it is divided into four categories or perceptions. The first is the generic product, which is the product that is sent and covered by the seller buyer contract. The second type of product is the expected product. This is often what the customer thought he or she was buying, but in reality, they just bought the generic product. The third is the augmented product, which the customer has the best chance of receiving when they purchase the item. An example of this are tablets or smartphones. Lastly, there's the potential product, which evaluates the product's potential for growth as well as potential customer specific needs that may be addressed in the product. This book was a very insightful read and is highly recommended to business owners because it has so much information regarding the potential customers and the business's target market. Well, that is all for me today. Thank you for listening to this review and have a good day.